Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to...
So what kind of person is Alhaji Rabi Musa Kwankwanso?
He is a living legend. He is a champion for the masses. He's a man with a large heart. Very simple, down to earth, firm, focused, diligent, a man worthy of emulation, a man of his words. Integrity is his watchword. A man who looks out, he has an eye, eagle eye, to knowing there's a particular potential in one, and he places the man on that potential until it becomes utilized for the general public. A man whose concern is to ensuring that people become better, especially the masses. A man we call Mr. Education, a man who has invested so much in education, infrastructure. He was, you remember, he's a man of many caps and many feathers in Nigeria.
You're in caution, you're going into politics. How would you describe it, your experience so far?
So far, so good. People really try to discourage me that, oh, why are you going into politics? Politics is a dirty game. I said, well, if it's a dirty game, I have the washing machine. And we're going to go raise the bar, not just pray, get involved in policy making. Some people doubted my faith, that I must have lost my faith. I'm not sure you have lost your calling, because they have a very shallow, myopic understanding. They are not thinking beyond the four walls of the church or four corners of the church. We've got to get involved to make things improved and better.
Okay. Now, as a pastor, did you ever, was there like a prophecy, was there like a dream that you people will end up as the president and as the vice president, or you just plunged into it without thinking about all those?
I knew at the point God is raising me up for a purpose, because God will not waste resources. He has invested so much. My place of birth, my understanding of being a linguist, speak Igbo, part of Igbo, speak Yoruba very fluently, speak Hausa very fluently, speak 3 of Edo languages, speak so many things, and being able to cut across in my relationships. It couldn't just be for nothing. Again, I have this passion to ensuring Nigeria gets better off. So it didn't come as a surprise, but I didn't know it was going to go through this channel. You can still be a man of God and affect the nations and affect your country.
Did both of you think you were going to win the election?
We were in it to win it.
So why didn't you win?
Well, we didn't win because we didn't win. So we are going. Yeah. So that is it. A lot of factors. Remember, it was just about 10 months. The NNPP was in our custody within 12 months, 10 months before the elections. So we did our bit. We pushed. We went round the 774 local governments to their wards by road, most of the times by road, just to feel the impulse of the people and to communicate with the people. But then it happened that we didn't win. There must be a winner and there must be a loser. And we're not just losers, we have learned so much so that if there's need for us to repeat, we'll do better.
Okay, are you continuing with politics, or you're going to leave politics now and face your ministry squarely?
Even when I was in politics, my ministry was not neglected. I was fully involved in ministry. I only missed 2 Sunday services, and I used Zoom to communicate with the people. Number 2, it tested for my leadership prowess, for my pastors to run things. You're a good leader when you can raise same like you, or even better. I was doing the national duties, and the church was still running concurrently. So I was able to share my time very adequately. And one thing about Dr. Rabi Musa Kwankwanso, he never dabbled into my church activities. He allowed me to do what was right. It's not a religious bigot at all.
So now, how would you have combined being a vice president with being a preacher if both of you had won the election?
I wish that had happened. It would have been a very beautiful thing to watch, because I will still find a way. Like again, I told you, I've been in ministry for 35 years. So if it always will require me to be in church for the church to run, then I must have failed. So there are people capable, I have raised, trained, anointed, ordained to run things, even in my absence. But to be a vice president would have been another kettle of fish, because definitely I'll be coming to church. You don't, except if you have a national assignment to travel out or whatever engagement it will be. But of course, my heart is for God and for the people.